a man is dead. The National Guard is on the streets, and Minneapolis is once again at the center of a national crisis. Welcome back to the channel. But what really happened during this immigration crackdown, and why are so many people saying this could have been avoided? Stay with us, because the details coming out of this case are raising serious questions about law enforcement, federal authority, and the real cost of political decisions on human lives. If you're looking for clear, fact-based breakdowns of the biggest stories shaping the country right now, you're in the right place. Thousands of viewers trust this channel every week to cut through the noise and explain what the headlines aren't telling you. Today, we're breaking down the fatal shooting that occurred during an immigration enforcement operation in Minneapolis, how the situation escalated, why the National Guard was activated, and what this means not just for Minnesota, but for the entire country. Let's start with what we know so far, and just as importantly, what we don't. According to early reports, federal immigration agents were conducting an enforcement operation in Minneapolis as part of a broader immigration crackdown. During that operation, a man was shot and killed. Authorities say events unfolded quickly and the situation escalated in a matter of moments. At this time, investigators are still working to determine the exact sequence of events that led to the shooting. What we do know is that news of the death spread rapidly through the community, reigniting long-standing tensions between residents and law enforcement. Minneapolis, a city with a deeply complicated history involving police use of force, was already on edge. And this is where the story takes a much bigger turn. Within hours of the shooting, state officials activated the National Guard. That decision alone tells us a lot. The National Guard is not deployed lightly. It's typically reserved for moments when officials believe unrest could spiral beyond the control of local law enforcement. Security experts and former law enforcement officials have pointed out that activating the Guard often signals concern over widespread protests, potential violence, or a breakdown of public order. Not just one isolated incident, but behind every policy decision and security response is a human cost. A man lost his life. A family is now grieving. And a community is once again asking a painful question: did this really have to happen? Immigration crackdowns don't just affect paperwork or court dates. They affect real people, neighbors, co-workers, parents, and children, many of whom live with constant fear that a single encounter could change everything forever. And this is the part of the story that often gets lost in the headlines. As the investigation continues, serious legal and political questions are already being raised. Was the use of force justified? Were proper procedures followed? And who is ultimately held accountable when a federal enforcement operation turns deadly? Civil rights organizations are calling for transparency and independent review, while officials are urging the public to remain calm and wait for all the facts to come out. National advocacy groups say incidents like this are not isolated, but part of a broader pattern that deserves scrutiny rather than silence. So why does this story matter beyond Minneapolis? Because this isn't just a local issue, it's a national one. Across the country, immigration enforcement is intensifying, and local communities are increasingly being pulled into federal operations, whether they support them or not. How this case is handled could influence how future enforcement actions are conducted, how much force is deemed acceptable, and how trust between communities and authorities continues to erode or rebuild. That's why so many people are watching this case closely. As more information becomes available, we'll continue following this story and bringing you updates as they happen. Because beyond politics and policy debates, this is about accountability, transparency, and the value of human life. If you appreciate coverage that goes deeper than the headline, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. You'll be joining a growing community of viewers who care about understanding what's really happening. And now we want to hear from you. Do you believe immigration enforcement is being handled the right way? Or is this another sign that the system is broken? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay informed. Stay safe.